Coming up on this month's SitRep, I share our plans for Remembrance, we celebrate another successful fundraising ball, and our new short film, A War Widow Story, goes live. Hi everyone, so last Saturday night we held our annual fundraising ball and wow, what a night it was. Huge thanks again to our sponsors, Godlington, Anytime Fitness, OCS and Fortis Vision, and everyone who donated a prize or attended. It was such a special evening where we honoured our heroes, celebrated the work the charity does, and of course raised lots of money for Scotties. I absolutely loved the ball. I love being surrounded by people who all care and want to show their support for our bereaved British Forces children and young people. The highlights video will be out really soon on our social media pages, so keep an eye out for that, and tickets for next year's ball are already available on our website. This year's was a sellout, so make sure you grab your tickets early so that you don't miss out. I also want to thank everyone who attended our online premiere of our short film A War Widow Story on Wednesday night. It's very special for us. It tells my story. I share what it was like to live amongst the Royal Tank Regiment, what my introduction to military life was like, and I talk about the moment that I was told that my Lee had been killed in Afghanistan. I won't lie, it was tough to film, especially as we filmed it in Tidworth, where I was living with Lee. But I knew it was important to share my story and that it could really help to raise the awareness of the charity. The fact that the team created it also really helped me because it meant I was interviewed and filmed by team members that I felt really comfortable with, and I was 100% safe and felt very secure in that I could talk about what I wanted to talk about and I didn't have to share what I didn't want to share. So yeah, it just felt very comfortable to be filmed by the team. Although I do talk about some of my darkest moments, I also talk about how it inspired me to start Scotties in Lee's memory. The film is now available online to watch, so please have a watch and help us to promote it by sharing it on your own social media sites. The more people that see it, the more chance we have of finding bereaved military families who don't know about Scotties yet. It's so important to us at Scotties that we make sure that every bereaved British Forces child and young person has the opportunity to join Scotties. It's so horrible for me to think of children out there who still don't know about Scotties, especially at this time of year. You know, this time of year is where we really see an increase in our support. More families reaching out and needing our service more than ever. So we really have to step it up now as a team. We've just had Halloween where everyone talks about death and dying. Remembrance is next week and being spoken about on the TV, the radio, in schools, and Christmas is fast approaching as well, and that can be such a tough time of year when you're missing a loved one. So we've got some really strong, important key events happening really soon, so we do really see an increase in our support being needed more than ever. As well as offering the one-to-one bereavement support sessions, we're also hosting online group sessions to try and encourage our children and young people and our parents and carers to talk as a group and to remind them they're not alone and they're not the only ones feeling this way. We've also sent out to our members and springboarders our remembrance packs. So we started doing these last year, and actually we've adapted them slightly this year, changed some of the resources within the packs, and we've done that according to the feedback that we've had from our families. So just to give you an idea, some of the packs include things like timeout cards. These can be used by children and young people at school, and it excludes them from lessons where they may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. They also contain remembrance bracelets that children can have, you know, just under their jumpers, so they're just discreet, they can touch them, they can rub them when they're feeling a little bit anxious, and it just reminds them that Scotties are thinking about them and they're not alone. The packs also contain lots of different resources, they're all aimed at trying to help our children and young people really feel supported during this period. We've also created 2 short animations, and I know Brooke and Alex in last month's SitRep spoke about these, but these are about helping people to really realise what remembrance feels like to bereaved military children and young people. You know, the Members Council actually helped to produce these, so every little detail was thought about. The Members Council had full involvement from helping to write the scripts, to the design of the video, to even choosing the voiceover. We really Really hope that these animations will help people to understand how important remembrance is. They're on our website right now, and they're a great resource for helping you to explain to children and young people, and even adults, what remembrance means to bereaved military children. We really hope that people are going to use them in their homes, but also that they're going to be used in schools, workplaces and education settings to really raise awareness of what remembrance means to our bereaved military children. If you haven't seen those resources yet, those animations, the link's in the description, so yeah, please go and check those out and have a look and share them amongst your friends and families, because I think they could really help. This year, Scotties are taking another group of children and young people to London over the Remembrance Weekend, where we'll be attending the Festival of Remembrance on the Saturday afternoon, and then we will march with pride as a community past the cenotaph on the Sunday. So look out for us on the BBC, and if you're in London watching the parade, then please give us a wave as we walk past. The children absolutely love it when people show their support to them. Of course, we'll be wearing our black and yellow scarves, and actually we're now selling some black and yellow scarves this year as well on our website. They aren't exactly the same as the ones that the families wear, as the Scotties Council felt like the ones to be worn on parade should be kept especially for us as a community, but they did have, they helped us to design a slightly different version for us to sell to supporters. So take a look on our website, and if you want to order one to wear, make sure you do it fairly soon. I just want to finish this month's SitRep by reminding everyone to wear their poppy with pride and do your bit by taking part in the 2-minute silence next week. I'm pretty sure that everyone who watches these SitReps are actually our core supporters, so 100% will be taking part. But I always say to people, pay your respects and really think about who might be near you when you're doing it. Remembrance is such an important time for the children and young people we support. It's a time when they feel really proud, but it's also, it can be an incredibly sensitive time, not just on the day either, but actually on the lead up and the weeks that follow remembrance. So please remember that, that 8-year-old little girl standing opposite you while you're doing your silence could be a bereaved forces child. That 17-year-old lad stood next to you at work could be a bereaved forces young person. That 20-year-old girl sat behind you on the train could be a bereaved forces young adult whose mum or dad died when she was only 7 and she's still grieving. Imagine the impact on a bereaved British Forces child if no one stood and remembered at 11 AM on the 11th. Please do your bit. If you weren't around on Wednesday night to join us for our online premiere of A War Widow Story, but you want to watch it, please just click here, watch the video and then share it as much as you can with your friends and family.